Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to online learning. In the previous class, we discussed about microorganisms. Now, we are going to discuss about types of microorganisms. Microorganisms can be broadly classified into 5 major types: bacteria, protozoa, fungi, algae, and viruses. Now, look at the pictures of these microorganisms. Are they looking similar? No, because each type has a characteristic cell structure, mode of nutrition, locomotion, and reproduction. Now, let us discuss about bacteria. Now, let us discuss about bacteria. Anton van Leeuwenhoek became the first to study bacteria under his microscope. Bacteria are unicellular microorganisms. What do you mean by unicellular? Uni means single, whereas cellular means consisting of cells. So the organisms made up of single cell are known as unicellular organisms. Bacteria are one of the oldest living organisms on the earth. They are considered as prokaryotes. What are prokaryotes? Organisms made up of prokaryotic cells are called prokaryotes. What are prokaryotic cells? Cells that lack a true nucleus and membrane-bound organelle are called prokaryotic cells. Look at this picture. You cannot find nucleus as well as membrane-bound organelles. So, this is considered as a prokaryotic bacterial cell. Bacteria can live in soil, water, and the deep portions of the earth. They can live in plants as well as in animal bodies. They live in groups known as colonies. What do you mean by colonies? In the previous class, we discussed about colonies, right? A colony is composed of two or more conspecific individuals living in close association with one another. But how do bacteria form colonies? As the bacteria consume the nutrients, they begin to grow and multiply. This generates thousands to millions to billions of cells that begin to pile up. This pile of cells originates from one cell and is called a bacterial colony. Are you able to see the different shapes of bacteria? Yes. Now we are going to discuss about the shapes of bacteria. There are different types of bacteria having different shapes. The most common bacterial shapes include spherical shape called cocci or coccus. Example, Streptococcus thermophilus. Rod-shaped called bacillus or bacilli. Example, E. coli. Spiral-shaped called spirilla. Example, Leptospira. And a comma shape called Vibrio. Example, Vibrio cholerae. So these are all the shapes of bacteria. Let us discuss about the mode of nutrition. What is nutrition? It is the process of taking food to carry out different functions of the body needed for the survival of the organisms. Why do we need food? We need food to get energy and to perform various activities. Likewise, bacteria also needs food for the survival. There are three modes of nutrition. One is autotrophic bacteria, and the other one is heterotrophic bacteria, and the third one is symbiotic bacteria. Autotrophic bacteria can prepare their own food from the outside sources of energy, whereas heterotrophic bacteria cannot prepare their own food but depend on another organism for food. Symbiotic bacteria are the bacteria living in association with another organism or each other. What is locomotion? Locomotion means the ability to move. Does bacteria move? Yes, it moves with the help of a flagella. What do you mean by flagella? Flagella, hair-like structure that acts primarily as an organelle of locomotion in the cells of many living organisms. What is reproduction? It is the process of producing young ones of their own kind. There are two modes of reproduction. One is asexual reproduction and the other one is sexual reproduction. Bacteria follows an asexual mode of reproduction called binary fission. In this mode of reproduction, a single bacterium divides into two daughter cells. These are identical to the parent cell as well as to each other. Let us discuss about protozoa. It is the second type of microorganisms. Protozoans are unicellular organisms like bacteria. Unicellular means single cell. So the protozoans are also made up of single cell. They can be oval, spherical or elongated in shape. One of the basic requirements of all protozoans is the presence of water. They may live in the sea, rivers, lakes, stagnant ponds of fresh water, soil and in some decaying matters. Some live in colonies whereas some are free living. Let us see the examples of protozoa. This is paramecium. This is amoeba and this is euglena. So these three are the examples of protozoa. Mode of nutrition. Nutrition in protozoans are of three: autotrophs, heterotrophs and mixotrophs. What are autotrophs? Some protozoans contain the green pigment called chlorophyll, more commonly associated with higher plants, and are able to manufacture their own foodstuffs in a similar manner. What are heterotrophs? They cannot prepare their own food, so they depend on other organisms for food. Some protozoans feed by engulfing smaller particles of plant or animal matter. What is mixotroph? It is a combination of both autotrophs and heterotrophs. What is locomotion? You know very well that locomotion is the movement or the ability to move. Now let us discuss about the locomotion in amoeba, euglena and paramecium. Amoeba approaches its prey with a false food called pseudopodia. Euglena is equipped with single flagella, which helps in pushing the body through the surrounding water body. Paramecium have developed large number of tiny cilia around the membrane. Reproduction in protozoans can be both sexual as well as asexual. Though sexual reproduction is less common, many protozoa reproduce asexually by cell division. Amoeba reproduces asexually by binary fission, where the parent amoeba divides into two daughter amoebae. In this class, we have discussed about the first two types of microorganisms, their mode of nutrition, reproduction, as well as about the locomotion. Thank you, children.